scenario of how to increase usage of ATMs, of banking machines for seniors. Now, this is an example which is a true example that a bank was using. The problem is that seniors often are unwilling to use banking machines for a whole host of reasons. So the methodology is, how can we actually first identify the worst ideas, which people don't self-censor themselves for, and then take those bad ideas and say, is there any way that if we flip that bad idea, it might give us an insight into what would be a good idea? And that way we bypass possible self-censorship. So if our goal was increase usage by 10% over 2 years, we want them to take cash withdrawals. We want to focus on people over 65. Let's brainstorm some ideas. What would be some ideas in this case that you would suggest would be the worst possible things you can do that would actually increase usage? Yes, table 10.
Close the branches.
So close the branches. Another one, table 12. Tellers are not allowed to serve seniors. Table 9. A bullying telephone campaign. Table 25. So adding more text on the screens, explaining benefits. Great. The table in front, there was another person there. Make the font smaller. Absolutely. Yes, back there, page 23. So make the entrance very steep stairs. Table 4. Charge them. Yes, table 12. 24 over there, yes. Okay, so yes, slap everyone in the line for the tellers. Well, you really do have imagination. Yeah. I think we have tremendous innovative thinking capability. And if the folks on the iCast play the game as well and brainstorm even where you are, what might be the worst possible ideas in this scenario. Yes, let's get a couple more. Yes.
Require them to change their PIN every time.
So require them to change their PIN every time. 16. Give them less money than they ask to withdraw. 12. Add an audio feature. Yes, 12 again. Dispense only toonies. Yes, table 6. You're good at this game. Yes. Okay, in the government mode, develop a manual of how to use the machine. Last one over there. Yes. Increase usage fee. So now you would generate that long list. Obviously, for the worst possible ideas, it's hard to evaluate them. Oh, that wasn't bad enough. We don't have that internal self-censor for bad ideas. But once you looked at those ideas, which you generated rapidly, if we flip them, what might happen? So who said an idea? How would you flip your idea and make it, in fact, a positive? So we had one with many steps. What can you do? How can you flip the many, many steps that might be a block? So what would you do to flip that to make it positive? You're going to flatten it out. You're going to get a ramp. What about what were some of the other ideas? How else can you flip them? Yes? So instead of the tellers slapping them, as someone said, now the tellers are going to take them and actually work with them. What about the other ideas that you said? How would you flip them?
Short-term financial bonus.
So instead of charging them, we're going to give them a short-term financial bonus that would actually flip it to that side on the positive. What's another one? Yes? So we had reduced the font size. Now we're going to increase the font size. That will emerge. What's another one? Yes? Okay, a separate lineup for seniors. If one of the worst ideas was getting behind long lineups, how do you do that? Another one. One more. Another idea of, so, there are people who say play loud, rock and roll music. And so how would you might flip that one? Play the Andrews Sisters. Find music that, may be what they like. It's great music, by the way. So I like all music. So what you're doing is you're flipping it, and then once you flipped it and you now have the rhythm, continue to develop more positive ideas. But through that process, you break down the barriers of what might block you from getting a good answer.